Ryan. I am a fellow light worker, and today I'd like to revisit some of my astral projection videos. So, um, I'll start there, a little description for you, but all you have to do is just copy me. Now, go get a candle. The room can be similar to this. It could be in your bedroom, your living room, whatnot. The only thing you should have is complete silence, because with this skill and ability, you must first be able to still your mind. Stilling your mind is crucial. And why? Because to be able to focus all of your intent and to use an ability that you have not previously used before, it will take all of your mental focus. Everything that you are inside of your body, in your vessel, in your chemical computer, focusing on one thing. Now all you gotta do is get a candle, preferably a white candle, and light it up. Get a lighter, light it up, and you're on your way. So, what you do is, you stare at the flame. I'm going to do this in real speed for you guys, so you can just put this on, relax, and I recommend putting some isochronic tunes on after you have your focus point. Let me explain this to you. Now when you're staring at the candle, your eyes lock onto it. Now as you're staring at your own candle, you will see that there's a flame inside, the normal flame, and then there is a border of this flame that dances around the outside of the flame. Okay? It's about yay big, and it's actually where the heat from the flame touches the atmosphere. Okay? So what you do is you lock onto it with your eyes. Preferably towards the top of the flame, just because that's where the heat is the greatest. You stare at this until you have the image, like I do right now, of the flame ingrained into my vision. Now, the flame will move. It'll move here, the ingrained, right? You do this for about, say, if this is your first time, maybe 5 to 8 minutes, until you just zone in on it. And what I mean by zone in on it, I mean that, you know, sometimes when you guys watch television, and you're staring at the TV, and all of a sudden the TV, even though it could be 10, 15 feet away, is zoomed in and it's this big. Your eyes do funny things. Okay, what I request is that you have that same effect when staring at this candle. Meaning that right now when you're staring at it, you know, it looks very, very small, the little border that dances around the flame. But when you focus all of your intent and you lock your eyes on it, it will zoom in, and all of a sudden the candle will be right here, and you can see the border around the flame that dances around it. So, you now have the flame ingrained into your eyes, correct? You look away. Easiest thing to do is now close your eyes. You now close your eyes, and you'll see your focus point move. Okay? It'll move wherever you want, you know, it'll go up, it'll go left, it'll go right. But where it settles, which will usually be dead center, right here. At the tip of my finger is where my focus point is. The very tip of my finger. Your eyes are closed, you see the little red dot. Okay? It's at the tip of my finger. Now, what you do is, mind you, you only need to do the candle technique until you can see or feel where your third eye is. This technique is simply to give you a reference point. Once you guys move past the point where you can know where your third eye is, wherever you look in a room, wherever you are, night or day, you can focus, your eyes do that magic eye thing, they lock on, there's your focus point. Okay. Close your eyes, get in a seated position. Mind you, when you are doing any of these type of astral projection techniques or any form of meditation, the main thing is if you're sitting up, is to keep your back straight. Why? Because that keeps all of your chakras aligned. That is very important because the energy must flow freely through your body. Okay? Now, if you're laying on your back, you could sit up in your bed, look at the candle, get it ingrained, blow it out, blow out your candle, lay back in bed, get in a comfortable position, right before you go to sleep. There's your focus point. Now, this is the next steps, which I will walk you through, and the progression. Okay. So you have your breath. Your breath is your intent. Your breath will focus your intent in whatever direction you will it. What do I mean by that? I mean, when you exhale your breath and you put your energy and intent into that breath, you can use it just like a bullseye. You know, it'll lock on to whatever you wish to lock on to. In this case, your third eye. Mind you, we must remember too that even though you can't see it at first, you have energy streaming off each chakra, each of your chakras. And as you begin to activate your pineal gland, which is located dead center in your brain, which is your true lens, more of these things will become apparent to you. In this video series, I hope to explain the baby steps to get you to the more advanced stuff. And here we go again. So, I'll do it in real speed for you, so you will see at the speed you will get to. It's not like, oh, maybe I'll get, no, yes you will. This is a free will planet, and anything you wish to manifest in this place, you will and are able to do. Anything that one man or woman can do, another can do. Never forget that. And sometimes I think you guys have a hard time. My family has a hard time focusing. And then what the issue is that it's not so much you're having a hard time focusing here. You're having a hard time stilling your mind. Meaning that as you're doing this, you're thinking about, someone calling you on the cell phone. You have work in the morning. Do the kids have, their bags packed for lunch? I have that big report due on Tuesday. I have a final due on Monday. How am I going to make my next mortgage payment, my car payment, my insurance? There are all these things around you in this place, in this platform, in this construct that will distract you. But what I request is that simply, when you do something as, something that requires all of your attention, all of your focus, all that it is me focused into one thing, that is the difference. And no one's really ever asked you to do that in your entire life. Focus all that is you into one intent. Having that background information of why some things might slow you down, you'll begin to understand that to put all that is you into one thing is a very, very, very powerful thing, and you will need that to bridge the gap between the third dimension, which you're seeing with your eyes every time you wake up, and the dimension you are wishing to travel to, which is called astral projection, astral travel. There are many different definitions or vocabulary terms for what this is. However, I hope these baby steps will help you in the right direction. Now, let's explain what happens. So, in real speed, just copy me, okay? When I go like this, then I take it up, then I take it out. So you have your focus point. Your eyes are closed. Your focus point is right here, okay? You now have it ingrained. It has stopped moving. You're locked onto your little red dot, your green dot, your purple dot, whatever color, or in some cases, it's just a gray little dot. You lock on your focus point, okay? And what I mean is, when your eyes are closed, your eyes are still looking, okay? It's like in the beginning when you guys are doing this technique, my eyes are closed, but underneath my eyelids, they are focused. They are completely focused on their target, even though my eyes are closed, okay? As you begin to get better, you begin to use just this eye, which is your true eye. Your true lens penetrates your forehead right here, okay? In the beginning, it'll be about the size of my fingernail, okay? And it'll be open, and then it'll be closed. It'll be open, and it'll be closed. It's not, this technique takes time, but I'll show you how fast you'll get with it. So, follow me exactly. You take this up, you breathe in, breathe out, take it. I take my energy, swing it back, I bring it forward, and I put my hands together. And what I do is, now the whole time I do that, my eyes underneath my eyelids are locked on my focus point. Now, for a shortcut, what you can do once you have it is you squint here. Your eyes are still focused on the focus point. And what that does is that causes the energy to come up your chakras right into your third eye, right here. So if you imagine the visual, you could see my energy body right now. The energy's coming up my body, hence the stretching. It's bringing it up, and it's putting all of my chi right to where my third eye is. Okay, so in one motion, you squint your eyes are looking dead ahead. You see your focus point, and what I want you to do is kind of squint a little bit, not anything crazy, but what you'll find is the colors will raise, your vibration will raise because you're not going out the front door of your body, your true eye. You lock on your focus point, you exhale. Now you can do this sitting up in the dark room, or you can do this laying down in a dark room. The issue is that in the beginning, it is much easier for you to do these skills and learn this ability in the dark. That is, you have a candle, you lit your candle, you locked onto your point, you blew your candle out, you lay down in the dark, you have some nice isochronic tunes. I'll put the link in my website. Basically, it's just even Enigma or Enya. The issue is that you need something cool, calm, and relaxing, and it's almost like traveling music. Okay, you don't want to fall asleep. Mind you, the best time to do astral projection is right before you go to bed, because you are at the most relaxed state. Okay, so in real time, here we go. Take it up, take it out. Find your focus point. You press. And what you guys can do is when I breathe out, you can actually see it hit my focus point and push. Your breath can push that door open for you, meaning that if there's a door that many of you are hitting and you're bouncing off, you can't go through the little wormhole. What does he mean? Try locking your breath and blow the door open, okay, which is your focus point. You go right through it, okay? So now you're in. Okay? I'll explain to you what I'm seeing. Now, in the beginning, what you will see is your focus point. And what you tell yourself is, in the beginning, I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. What is that? What do I mean by that? I mean that your focus point is here. You are getting closer. It's like if you're traveling, you are traveling, right? You're getting closer to your destination. And this is what happens. Your focus point will keep getting closer and closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. And what happens is it starts to spin. Okay, it's usually a clockwise spin. Remember, a clockwise spin to travel forward, to pull something to you counterclockwise. Okay, how do you do that? Okay, I'll get into that in 1 second. Let me just take those that are just at this step. Okay, you're getting closer. You're getting closer. You're getting closer. You're getting closer. All of a sudden, you're in the vortex. You're in the wormhole. Now, as you're traveling, your vortex, your focus point will start doing this. It'll start moving. Okay. The hardest thing to do in the very beginning is to follow your wormhole. It takes all of your focus, all of your intent, all of your being to keep your bead. What do I mean by keeping your bead? I mean following your focus point. If you want to imagine, you are following a ball of light down a wormhole and you're trying to keep it in sight. Okay, if you're right here and here's your focus point and you're going down a wormhole, so you're getting closer, you're getting closer. Okay, all of a sudden you caught your focus point. Now you're in a wormhole. Okay? And now what you'll see is you're not going to see your focus point anymore. What you're going to see is the opening at the tail end of the wormhole you're traveling down.